What's up? What's up, my arch fiends of chaos? This is your king of the night, Vincent Valentine EX, coming back at you with some news. And when I mean news, we're talking about some real news. Gaming news, by the way. The news is that we're now... Let me get my news reporter glasses on. There's your fail right there. But anyways, we're going to be talking about the news involving Cloud Strife. Now, the remake had not get a new trailer yet, so, I mean, it's obviously not going to, since Kingdom Hearts 3 is the thing to come out next, so we're not going to have any more news about the remake, but they did put out a little small interview with Nomura, and Nomura says he wanted to keep Cloud Strife close to the original like it was in Final Fantasy VII, so we're going to be getting the one Cloud who thinks he's Zack. The Cloud before, because now this might anger people who watched Advent Children or played Kingdom Hearts first, because we're not going to get the serious emo-ish Cloud, considering, you know, they wanted to keep this to the faith, which makes sense because this is a remake, so he wanted to keep it faithful to the original PlayStation 1 title, so it makes sense why he wants Cloud to, you know, be like he was in personality-wise. But not only that, but we're most likely gonna get the blue outfit, what is it, the purplish blue outfit? Excuse me, I need to get. Where's I was gonna say, I know I got Atkins. Had some Taco Bell earlier. But anyways, besides Taco Bell, we're not here to talk about Taco Bell. But we're gonna go back to the purplish blue outfits. So I feel sorry for people who who have only the black vest, Cloud Strife, which, you know, I kind of feel sorry for them that because they have that, it's no longer canon anymore. So pretty much I feel sorry if you had that figure. If you spent a lot of money for that figure, I'm sorry. You know, sorry about that. Sorry, guys. But it's still collectors. It's just gonna go up in value if you still want that figure, on the fact that it's a collector's item now, because it's no longer canon. Cloud's gonna be wearing the blue purplish outfit, as you see. I'm playing on Dissidia NT, the skin I'm kind of using, just to talk about this video. So we're gonna get the more kind of over cocky, goofy, you know, kind of goofy-ish, over cocky, overconfident Cloud Strife we got in the original games. Because I mean, it is a remake after all of the original Final Fantasy VII. So we're gonna be getting the Cloud that most people actually like. Now, again, there's people that don't like Cloud Strife, and that's fine. I do like him as a main protagonist for Final Fantasy games. But if you don't, that's fine too. But if to people who dislike Cloud, I would suggest playing the remake. You might have a different opinion, because this is going to go back to what Cloud originally was, when he was a badass, cocky, arrogant type of hero, considering he thought he was Zack. You know, so, and then the colors too, which makes a lot of sense. You're going to make a remake if you're going to adapt a remake. Now, don't get me wrong, most remakes kind of do things differently, but if you remember in the Zelda Ocarina of Time remake for 3DS, they didn't really change. They didn't really change Link's costume. They just upgraded the graphics, and that's about it. Now this is getting a complete remake over. So graphics are at Unreal Engine 10, 1080p. and frame rates are going to run really high, so it's going to pretty much be like Final Fantasy 15 run, how Final Fantasy 15 runs on the PS4. It's going to run really harsh unless you got Pro, because how good the graphics of Final Fantasy 7 is going to end up being. So, but I could see them going back to the purplish outfit because you don't really need to change the complete outfit. Like most people think that, oh, he needs to look like the Advent Children Cloud for the remake because it's an updated version. Yeah, but if you really think about it, in the original, he never wore the Advent Children garb or even used that sword until after Final Fantasy VII was over. So there's no need for that. Same thing, and as much as I love the Kingdom Hearts Cloud, but the Kingdom Hearts Cloud is not really canon to the original Final Fantasy VII. That's a separate universe. Now, don't get me wrong. They could throw in DLC. They could actually throw in DLC of Cloud from the Advent Children days and the Kingdom Hearts days as DLC. Maybe they might give it to you as a pre-order bonus for pre-ordering Final Fantasy VII, and then you can equip it to your Cloud and make your Cloud the way you want. But I think for the default, they're gonna stick to the blue, the purple. Was it the? They're gonna be sticking to like the violet, purplish. I don't know what the color really is called, but you know what I'm talking about. They're gonna stick to the. They're gonna stick to that blue, that purplish blue that they had in the classic game. And it makes sense. It makes sense that they're going to do that. Considering, you know, this is just a reboot of the original with voice acting, CGI, and episodic. So, I could see potential in that because it makes sense. And if you really look at a picture of Aeris, like when you see on the waterfall, Aeris still has her braided ponytail and looks like she kind of got her gravity defying bangs, even though they're not really gravity defying no more because they can't do that with realistic graphics. But she still has her 4 bangs, and same thing with Sephiroth. As we've seen Sephiroth in Final Fantasy Mobius, Final Fantasy VII Remake collab, you see, no, we see Sephiroth having the 4 bangs that he has. You know, it just could be a much lighter tone as well. But this is not a Sephiroth video, but I imagine it's gonna be lighter tone considering his hair is gonna be silver, but it's gonna be lighter tone just because they want to make this exactly what the PlayStation 1 title was, with better graphics and voice acting and better, you know, backgrounds and backdrops and all that good stuff in there. So it makes a lot of sense that they're gonna go back to what the original because it makes sense. It makes sense they would go back to that because it's a remake. First of all, it's a remake. You just gotta have dialogue and CGI version of the characters that we never got before. And let's be honest, this game had needed to have a well-deserved remake. Now I know Final Fantasy VI tards will disagree, like, oh no, 7 is trash. You have to make remake 6, but 7 was the most popular Final Fantasy. 7 was the one that got most people into the game. You know, of course 10 followed the success of that. But you get the point. 7 actually gave enough money and gave Square Enix enough money to go ahead and produce 8. You know, and 8 ended up being good. Because PlayStation titles is mostly what people kind of grew up on. So people recognize these characters. That's why Final Fantasy VII has a bunch of spin-off games, movies, and a lot more cameos than any other games and stuff because Final Fantasy VII is pretty much like the Ocarina of Time is to the Zelda series. Most people grew up on the classics, so people want, don't get me wrong, people want new graphics and everything, but what they want homages to the classic stuff. And that makes sense. That's not too much to ask, you know, to give Cloud the navy bluish, purplish bluish vest because that's what he wore in the original Final Fantasy VII. So it makes a lot of sense that they're going to do that. But that's the only update that we got. I can't find the article, but go watch other Final Fantasy tubers. They've done this story. But yes, Cloud Strife's going to return with his bluish, purplish vest on his soldier outfit. So may the crystal be with you. Like and subscribe and do all the good. I stream at King of the Night 57, so go follow that too. May the crystal be with you.